So another question. What is the importance of stressing good relationships among devotees? Well, naturally, you want to have good relationships between devotees. My general outlook on that has always been, well, from my experience, when I joined in this movement, we didn't talk a lot about relationships, but there was a lot of pressure for service. Pressure, but there was a lot of bliss also. A lot of kirtan, and the idea was here serving Prabhupada's movement, and the pressure was there that we've got to do something to please Srila Prabhupada. So naturally we had close relationships because we were bonded together in service for Krishna. And even though among the devotees there was, sometimes there was like some friction or tension, but it was the stress of doing service together that brought it. It was because of we were trying to do service together that sometimes it was so intense and we became angry at each other or something. But because it was all for the service of Krishna, it was a loving anger even among the devotees. Just like you'll see in Mahabharata described that sometimes Bhima would get angry at Yudhishthira, but it wasn't that they were going to, fight and fall out, but it was anger or some apparent bad feeling, but because there was very deep love between them, and then actually the expression of anger over some incident or whatever, or some policy, that only they could do like that. They could be angry like that because their relationship was so deep that it wouldn't be damaged by that. That's why Advaita Acharya, he made some trick that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was always so respectful to Advaita Acharya, thinking Advaita is my superior, that Advaita wanted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to become angry with him. So he thought the only way I can do that is if I start preaching Mayavad. So Advaita Acharya started preaching Mayavad. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Advaita's house and started beating up Advaita Acharya, the old man. Advaita Acharya is very happy that now he's accepted me. Now he's not treating me respectfully, not distantly. Because he felt now he's showing he cares for me so much that he's beating me up. So a lot of times it's stress. I'm not sure about this, Toy. At least in my outlooks, good relationships come naturally. You just can't. It's not by talking about it. Let's get on and do some service to Krishna, and then automatically you get good relationship. Otherwise, you get on all this mental platform of, I don't know. Talking about relationships, I can't relate to it. I don't think you're going to get good relationships by just, trying to make some psychological adjustment or reading some books about how to have good relationships. Try to serve Krishna. Krishna is the center. If we serve Krishna, then automatically we're linked on the platform of beyond the modes of nature, beyond the lower emotions that Prabhupada talks about in the Kunti prayers. There's one. I don't have anyone has that. I should have brought that. That first canto with chapter 8 in English. Oh, okay, very good. Now let's see if I can find it very quickly. That's all right. So just Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Where is that? Huh? It's toward the end. It's just a short sentence, but it's so... Yeah, Srila Prabhupada writes, this is from the Twaime, no, Namo Kinchana, no, yeah, it's Namo Kinchana Vittayani Vritta, no, it's not. It's Twaime Nanya Vishayama Tirmadhupate Sakretratim Udvahatadata Gangai Vaughamudandati. O Lord of Madhu, as the Ganges forever flows to the sea without hindrance, let my attraction be constantly drawn unto you without being diverted to anyone else. So I'll just read a few quotes from this. So-called affection for family, society, country, etc. consists of different phases of sense gratification, then relations of the soul established in relation with the Supreme Soul are factual relations. This is Prabhupada on relationships. The relation of the soul to the soul can be established by the via medium of the relation with the super soul, not vice versa. It's not that you try to have good relationships and then you impose that on Krishna. But Krishna is the center of all relationships. So, the relationship, it's not that the relationship with the super soul is established first by making relationships soul to soul, but Prabhupada writes here, the relationship of the soul to the soul can be established by the via medium of the relation with the super soul. And then there's another classic Prabhupada statement following that. This is like poetry. Prabhupada writes, seeing in the darkness is not seeing. But seeing by the light of the sun means to see the sun and everything else which was unseen in the darkness. That is the way of devotional service. So that's good relationships among the devotees. Make our relationship with Krishna, and then relationships between devotees will follow according to what Srila Prabhupada states here. Oh, I didn't read the whole, I didn't read the rest of the question. Well, there's a comment. Sometimes it seems to be overstressed, stressing good relationships among the devotees. The same regarding emotional balance and satisfaction in our lives. To tell you the truth, I don't know anything about any of these things. Emotional balance. Sorry. I never heard of such things, actually. I mean, I read maybe one or two psychological books before I joined the movement, and I hated them. And then I joined the movement, and and in those days we never talked about emotional balance. I never heard of any, so I don't really know much about it. But I think we can get by in devotional service without it also. Without discussing these things. So if you want to know about emotional balance, sorry, I don't know that much about it. But, if you want, you can go and get a brush and scrub the pots with some other devotees. And that's all. I don't know anything else. So if you're feeling like too emotionally charged up, then you can go and scrub some pots. It's good for letting out the excess passion. And if you're feeling depressed, go and scrub some pots. It works both ways. That's all. Satisfaction in our lives comes from serving Krishna, that's all. It doesn't come from, licking lollipops or stroking your pet dog or looking at horoscopes. Satisfaction comes from serving Krishna. At least that's what I learned from Srila Prabhupada. I don't really know anything else. Sorry.